Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my autumn fashion and beauty favorites. Some of them are quite new to my favorites list and some of them I've been loving for many months, maybe even years. So grab yourself your drink of choice, get comfortable, and let's get right into this video. Starting out with fashion, and my first favorite is this bag. This is my Léo et Violette Le Laurent bag, and I think I bought it like in March or maybe April of 2025. So I've had it for about half a year, and I have to say, ever since I bought it, I haven't stopped wearing it. I'm in love with the design of this bag because while it is very elegant, I still feel it's quite day appropriate. It has a nice size, so I can fit all of my essentials inside, minus a water bottle. But apart from that, everything fits inside and it carries everything I need for the day. So it's perfect without being too heavy or too clunky. What's also really nice about it is you can wear it as a top handle bag or you can wear it with a strap as a crossbody bag. I usually wear this as a top handle bag because I just really love the look of it, but I have been wearing it as a crossbody bag as well, and it is just a little bit more casual that way. I really wanted to put this in my autumn favorites video because I just think this color screams autumn. I love wearing brown shades all around, but let's be honest, it's the most fitting in the autumn time. And so this bag is just perfect for fall fashion. It basically goes with every outfit I put on. I have yet to find an outfit that this bag doesn't go with, and I have just loved wearing it with every item in my closet basically. I like that it has gold hardware because I'm definitely more of a gold girly. I just like wearing gold jewelry, and I love that it has more of a grainy texture. As I said, I bought this probably half a year ago and I've been wearing it non-stop ever since. This has become my everyday bag and you can hardly see any wear on it, which was what I was hoping for. I wanted a bag that wasn't smooth leather but had a bit of texture so you won't see each and every scratch on it, and well, you can't, so I'm very happy about that. It is worn so well, the quality is amazing, and I'm just so happy to have bought this bag and to have it in my little bag collection. Next we have this dress from Lily Silk, which you can't really tell that it is a dress to be honest, but I'm going to blend in some close-up clips from me actually wearing it. It is a silk dress which I believe I bought maybe in December of last year, I'm not quite sure, but I've had it for maybe 10 months. And I have really been loving it. When I bought this dress, it was winter, and while I did wear it in winter, spring, and on cooler summer days, I think this dress is definitely made for the autumn time. It is a midi-length shirt dress, which means you can wear this in quite a few different ways. You can wear it as a dress, you can wear a jumper over the top, or you could also wear it as a cardigan. I actually made a video showing you 3 different ways how you can style this dress, so I'm going to link it on the screen somewhere. But yes, it's just such an easy dress to throw on and look good and look ready for the day. I love wearing it with brown accessories, especially with my Léo et Violette brown bag that I showed you just a minute ago. I think these two go so well together because it is a silk dress. It looks beautifully elegant when you're wearing it and it just flows down your body. I love the look of it, and paired with my Le Laurent bag, it just makes the perfect outfit. As the weather gets colder, I think this dress would pair beautifully with a pair of high boots and a trench coat over the top. But for now, I've actually been wearing it on its own, although it's getting a little chilly for that. Next up, we have this jumper, which is a merino wool jumper from COS. It has a turtleneck and long sleeves, and it is actually quite fitting, which I like about it. I bought this probably, I don't know, 4 years ago, and it is still going strong. I love the color. It is in this dark chocolatey brown. Actually, it fits perfectly with my Léo et Violette bag. Almost everything fits with this bag, I told you guys, but especially these two in combination with the skirt I'm going to show you in a second is one of my favorite outfits this fall. Having a thin merino wool jumper is just such an easy piece to add to your wardrobe because it is so versatile. I oftentimes feel like these really thick and chunky jumpers are not ideal in the autumn time because they are just a bit too warming, and that is when the thinner merino wool jumpers really have their time to shine. Because they're quite thin, they're actually quite versatile to wear. You can wear them on their own obviously, but you can also wear them underneath with cardigans or blazers, or I've seen actually quite a lot of people wearing turtlenecks jumpers underneath the shirts, like a white shirt on top. I haven't tried it myself, but that could also be an option. Because it is from COS, it wasn't actually that expensive, maybe, I don't know, 80 euros or something, which I think is a good price for a merino wool piece. And it is in perfect condition. I've worn this loads, so I'm very happy with the quality. It is a tiny bit itchy on me, but I think I'm quite sensitive to woolen pieces being itchy, so I'm not too bothered about it. I can definitely wear it all day long without going crazy. But if you are even more sensitive than I am, maybe don't buy the merino woolen jumpers from COS. But for everyone else, I think this is a great staple piece to have in your wardrobe, and I'm just in love with it. My next favorite is a ring, and I'm actually wearing it. This is a ring from the brand Ania Hey. I actually worked with them on a video, and that is where the ring came from. But I have to say, I've just been really obsessed with wearing this ring. It is a gold-plated ring with a single pearl, and in my opinion, it is just the most perfect single pearl ring because the pearl is just not too big and not too small. I just think it is the ideal size, at least on my hands. You might feel differently about it, but for me it's big enough without being too overwhelming or too much of a statement ring. I love wearing this on my middle finger on my right hand, and most of the time I just wear it on its own because I just really like the look of that. It is gold plated, so I don't really know how well it will last over the next few years. It really depends on how thick the gold layer is, but so far so good. I've had it for probably, is it half a year? Maybe 4 or 5 months, I don't know. And I've actually worn it quite a decent amount of times, and it still looks pretty much new. So I'm very happy with it so far. And yeah, it is just a very lovely little ring. All right, my last fashion favorite is a skirt. And again, it's not very easy to show this in the camera right now because it is just, well, quite long. It is a midi skirt from Lily Silk. If you've watched some of my other videos, you will have probably seen the skirt being featured in some of them because I have been obsessed with it ever since I bought it. I'm wearing it non-stop. I think it is just so perfect. It is a merino wool skirt, so it's 100% merino wool, and it is black, which makes it very versatile. It has pleats woven into it, which I just have to say, it looks so much more interesting and elegant that way, rather than just being a simple straight skirt. Well, it's not straight, it's A-line actually, but you know what I mean? It just adds a little something to it, and I really like that about it. Another nice thing is it has an elasticated waistband, so it's super comfortable. Guys, I can wear this all day long and feel so cozy and snuggly and comfortable. It is basically like wearing loungewear at this point. Also, it held up so well over the past year. I think I bought this maybe in October last year, and well, it's still in really good condition because the pleats are woven into the skirt. They don't disappear, they just stay even if you wash it. And I have been washing it at home in my just normal washing machine on the woolen cycle, and it has gone fine. So yeah, it's just a really easy skirt. Okay, so these were my fashion favorites. So now let's move on to beauty. My first favorite being the 101 A-Game serum from Geek & Gorgeous. This is a retinol serum and it has 0.2% retinol in it. Over the past year, I've actually seen a lot of people talking about retinol, which this is retinol, so this is something different. And I think the difference is probably that this is a bit more potent, a bit more, I don't think aggressive is the right word, but well, effective maybe. Both retinol and retinol are forms of vitamin A, which are supposed to help with skin rejuvenation, cell turnover, and remove fine lines, pigmentation, and just scars. This retinol in particular also contains 1% ectoine, which is supposed to act as a protective and hydrating component in the serum. I've never used anything like this before, so I started out very slowly. I've seen people talking about their skin getting irritated at first because it wasn't used to using retinol or retinol, so I was very careful. In the beginning I used this once a week, but after 3-4 weeks I bumped it up to 2 times, which I think is the recommended amount. Yes, it says 1 to 2 times per week, so depending on your skin type, you can use it once or twice a week. I didn't experience any kind of irritation with this product, but my skin, I feel like it's not that sensitive. It can be a little dry, but I think it is more on the sturdy side. So I actually felt like I really enjoyed this product, but if you are more sensitive, maybe start even slower than I did. Maybe just use it once every 2 weeks and then bump it up to once a week and, well, see how you fare with that. You really don't need a lot of this product, maybe like a pea-size amount, which is not a lot. It's less than a pump. So I think this will last me for quite a while, and it comes out bright yellow, and unfortunately it does stain pillowcases. I've had yellowish stains on my white pillowcases, which I've read in the reviews of this product, so I wasn't surprised. It's not pleasant, but as far as I can tell, they wash out quite easily in the washing machine, which is okay, but yeah, I wouldn't advise having white bedding when you apply this product. The smell is alright, it's not nice, but I don't think it is bad, so yeah, I don't mind the smell too much. But the reason I'm using this is that my skin just looks so much better every time I apply this in the evening. When I wake up in the morning, it's just smoother and calmer, and I think my spots have like shrunken, the ones that I have. It's just kind of like, I don't know, magic almost. I mean, my skin doesn't look perfect, but it definitely does look probably 50% better in the morning. When you apply this in the evening, you always have to wear SPF the next day, at least SPF 30, because basically what happens when you apply this is it speeds the cell turnover, which means new skin cells come to the surface more quickly, and these new skin cells are more sensitive to UV light, which means they can burn more easily. So you always have to wear sun protection the next day. But yes, all in all, I have been loving this. My skin has been loving it, and I will test this further in the future. Next, we have this body lotion, which is the Neutrogena Deep Moisture Body Lotion for dry skin. And I love Neutrogena for their body lotion. I've had like the hydrogel one, and this is kind of a bit more of a richer version of that. It is supposed to be intensely hydrating because it contains glycerin, which attracts and locks in moisture, which makes your skin feel very smooth and soft. What I really like about this is while it is very rich in its texture and really moisturizing, it doesn't feel greasy on your skin, and it sinks into your skin very quickly. I really don't like this greasy feeling moisturizers sometimes have, and Neutrogena products just don't seem to have that, and I'm very glad that this richer version also doesn't feel greasy. The smell of this is nice. It doesn't have like a distinct fragrance to it, but I think it does contain perfume, so if you're sensitive to that, don't go for this one. But yeah, the smell is, well, not really overwhelming. Doesn't smell like anything apart from cream. I had to take a little pause, but I'm back now. The sun was just shining like crazy into my face. It was supposed to be all cloudy all day long, but well, the sun appeared, so I took a little break, and I'm back with my two remaining beauty favourites. The first one being a liquid blush. This is from Nude Sticks, and it is their Nude Screen SPF 30 blush in the colour Sun-Kissed. The colour of this blush is just absolutely perfect for my skin type. It has this warm peachy tone. My skin really doesn't suit like pinkish, cool tone blushes. I need something really warm and almost orangey, and this one is just the ideal colour for me. Because it's liquid, I feel like you can apply this very naturally, and it just beautifully blends into your skin. I usually apply a small amount of this on the back of my hand, then I take a brush and dot it onto my cheeks as well as a little bit on my nose, and I blend it in, and then I go over it with a sponge to just take a little bit of the product off of my skin again to give it a very natural and light look. I don't like my blush to be, well, too colourful or pigmented on my skin. I just like a really natural finish, but you can definitely build this up if you wanted to. You really don't need a lot of this product, so it takes actually quite some time to use up, which in the beginning I wasn't quite sure if it would last me for a while, but it has, and I'm very happy about that. If you wanted to, you could use this product also as an eyeshadow as well as on your lips. I never used it as an eyeshadow, but I applied it like once or twice on my lips. I do have to say it felt a little drying, so I didn't continue doing that. I just prefer wearing it on my cheeks, but maybe I'll give it a go as an eyeshadow. If you are looking for a warm tone peachy liquid blush, I would highly advise you to check this one out. I will definitely repurchase it once it runs out. And my last autumn beauty favorite is this perfume. This is from Maison Margiela and is their replica Lazy Sunday Morning fragrance. On the bottle it says it smells like soft skin and bed linen, and I do kind of get the vibe of, I don't know, fresh bed linen but mixed with a little bit of a sweet touch. It smells really natural in my opinion and quite subtle, and I do personally love a good subtle perfume where you can't really tell if someone's wearing perfume or if they're just smelling really nice. That is my kind of fragrance, and this one really ticks that box. It simply enhances and doesn't overpower, and I love it for it. And I don't know, I just think the scent has something really comforting and calming about it. If I could change one thing about this fragrance, it would be that I wish it were a little tiny bit more long lasting. I think if I apply it in the morning, it lasts throughout like the middle of the day up until the afternoon, but late afternoon to evening, it's hard to smell it, which is fine. Oftentimes I find with these lighter, subtle perfumes, that's the case. But yes, it would have been lovely if I could smell it up until the evening, but it is not a huge thing for me. You can just reapply it throughout the day and you will be fine. And I just love the fragrance so much that I don't really mind. Alrighty, so these were all of my autumn favorites. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would actually really love to hear what your autumn favorites are, whether it's fashion or beauty. I always love to hear about new products that I could give a go and try out. So if you like, maybe you could leave a comment down below. If you want to watch some more of my content because, I don't know, you have time or you haven't had enough of my face yet, I'm going to link a video on the screen for you so you can check that out if you want to, or, well, I've got loads of videos on my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that we will see each other for my next video. Bye bye!